This is Lisa Stone with Parenting Aces, and I'm here with Mitchell Frank from the UVA men's tennis team. UVA just completed its 4-0 sweep over Baylor, and Mitchell, thanks so much for chatting with me.
Thanks for having me, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Sure, you had a great match today.
Thanks.
So you're here at the NCAAs. It's been a great year for your team so far. It's not over yet. The format changes are still being talked about. Tell me what you're hearing and what the guys around the country are saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think the majority of the players like the regular scoring. And, I obviously, kind of since we've gone back to the regular changes, there hasn't been as much talk. But I know from some of the coaches and stuff that they're still obviously talking about implementing them and going to be trying them out this next year. So for me, I'm definitely kind of staying alert. And as the season winds down, I'm sure kind of over the summer into the fall, we'll start to hear more about them again. So it's just going to be kind of about staying strong and just trying to make sure that they keep this format, because I think everyone, enjoys it the most and has worked hard to be able to play college tennis in this format, and the other one kind of takes away from the competition and definitely turns it into a match of a little more of luck, on those big points and who can play those big points better. And so I think it has positives and negatives, but I think that overall the players would much rather stick with the normal format. So
I'm hearing rumblings of playing 6 matches at a time, 4 singles and 2 doubles. Are you hearing anything about that?
I have not heard anything about that, to be honest. I've just heard about they're still fighting for the shortening matches, shortening the sets, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure. I haven't heard that much. I talked to Coach Creasy the other day, and he was just saying that a couple of the ITA head guys were trying to tell the coaches that everyone was in favor of this, and that's definitely not true. So I'm keeping a little bit in tune, but I haven't heard that one yet. So
maybe it's just a bad rumor going around. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
After being at the matches this week and watching you guys battle it out on court, to me, how can anybody argue that this format isn't the right one for college tennis? I don't get it, and I really hope that the argument that you're putting out there and the support that you're getting will take hold and keep things going on, as they've been now. What is your goal moving forward? You're still playing college tennis. You're fighting hard out there. What's next for you?
I think that as far as format change, just making sure that that we keep fighting and making sure that this doesn't happen, because I think it would be pretty detrimental to college tennis. And the matches when you're in the NCAAs and you're competing hard and you have those long grinded out matches, those are the ones that make it most exciting. So I think that kind of shortening the sets and stuff, well, it does shorten the matches and put a little bit more pressure. I think that it's kind of the combination of the overall grind of the matches, and then there's that one match that goes 3.5 hours, and that's the one that decides the match. So I think that's kind of what's very exciting for me and for all the guys in college tennis, is just being part of that, whether it's on the sideline cheering for your teammate or being that guy who's playing that match. So
let's switch gears for a second. You guys had kind of a snafu today with the weather, and last minute got moved indoors in Atlanta. So you had to drive over from Athens. How do you prepare for something like that?
Yeah, we just drove. We got the news at about 9 a.m. and they said we were starting at 1. So we left at about 10 and got on the bus, and we drove, the hour 15, 20 minutes. And, so for us, we were just kind of on the bus, just relaxing, just trying to get in the right mindset. We were actually, I don't think that it was that same for us, because we feel like that we're better indoors for the most part. And Baylor probably doesn't play as much indoors, so we thought it kind of favored us, and so we weren't complaining. But yeah, definitely it's tough. You kind of come down there and you've been playing outdoors for a good chunk of the season, then all of a sudden you have to transition back indoors, and so certain guys I know, obviously it took a little bit maybe longer to get used to the courts and get adjusted, but I thought the team did a good job just getting ready and playing a good match. So.
Did you miss not being in Athens, that atmosphere? Because it sure seemed like you had a lot of fans cheering for you here.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a very electrifying atmosphere here. So I think it was just as exciting here as it would have been in Athens. So maybe even more, because we have a lot of fans from Atlanta. So I don't think that it was too big of a deal. I think we still had great fan support, a lot of good cheering. So Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I think the facility here is amazing, so I have no problems. I think it's almost better to play 6 matches than go, 4 matches and then the other 2 have to come back on. I think that's much more difficult than just playing 6 at once. So I was happy with how everything went. So.
For sure. And now USC is up next for you guys. They won today. So what do you do to prepare for that one?
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna. They're obviously a great team. We played them a bunch in my time, and obviously they've been a long-time rival of ours. So yeah, we just got to, kind of put this win aside and just prepare for tomorrow. Take care of our bodies, and then just get mentally and physically ready to battle, because we know it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be long. It's going to be exhausting. So so we got to come ready to play, and they always fight us hard. So we'll be ready. So.
Great. I'll be there cheering for y'all again tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Thanks for talking with me.
Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate it.